What if I tell you your body doesn't have flaws and that the feature making you insecure could be your strongest suit? In this video, you're gonna learn a total different way to see your body and the clothes you wear. Hello and welcome to a new video. My name is Jackie. I'm a fashion and personal stylist. And for the last couple of years, I've helped people overcome their insecurities and reconnect with their self-love through workshops, coaching, and training sessions on personal image. And in this video, I'm going to help you understand better your body type and change the mindset about those flaws you see in the mirror. But first, we're gonna go back in time to understand the origin of the issue with your body. Back in the 80s, a personal stylist named David Kibbe was working in his studio in New York, and he realized that many of his clients were struggling to understand their bodies and how to choose the right items. And that was because back then, the only approach available was these systems based on fruits and shapes. I'm quite sure you've seen them. But if you are not familiar with them, I'll explain them real quick. Basically, the system compares your body with these things and gives you advice to achieve the infamous hourglass figure. So if, for example, you're a rectangle in the system, it means you need to create the illusion of a tiny waist. Or if you are a triangle, meaning you have more volume at the hips, then you need to add volume on your upper side to look proportioned. In other words, unless you have hourglass body, you are doomed and you need to correct your flaws forever. Your body is never good just as it is. You will always have too much or too little of something, and that's when the insecurities hit. I know this because I've been there. When I first started looking for information about how to dress better, I came across those old systems and I struggled a lot because I took a bunch of different tests to find out which one was my type, and I always got different results, especially if my body weight had changed. It was super confusing, and all the things they recommended were just off. Like, I remember once I got rectangle, but when I added strong waist emphasis, it will make me look disconnected. Like, my upper body and my lower body didn't know each other, they were complete strangers. Another time, I had gained some weight and I got triangle, but I didn't volume to my upper section made me look just silly, like I borrowed clothes from someone else. It never worked, and it just made me really overwhelmed. But that's exactly where Kibi's system takes action. He developed the idea of yin and yang energies applied to body characteristics, and the result was this whole spectrum divided into 5 main categories, from the most yang to the most yin. So, dramatic, natural, classic, gemein, and romantic. Each one of them contains 2 body types, meaning there are 10 different body types in total. Now, before explaining each one of them briefly, I want to explain what exactly he means by yin and yang for bodies. First, the yang energy is everything in nature that's strong, fierce, sharp, broad, imposing, big. Applied to bodies, it will be people who are tall, with long limbs, broad shoulders, big and elongated hands and feet. As for yin energy, it is the opposite. So small, soft, delicate, rounded. Applied to bodies, it will be people who are short, with small hands and feet, rounded chest or hips, soft limbs. And all these are completely fine, they are normal, they are not flaws, only distinctive traits you can use to your favor. Now, let's break down each body type so you can identify yours. Also, if you want me to make a series explaining each one in detail, let me know in the comments. The first one is the dramatic body. This, like I said before, is the most yang. Dramatics are really tall. They have long limbs, hands, and feet. Their most dominant feature is their vertical line. They tend to be quite thin, but when they put on weight, they gain it around thigh, rarely in their arms, legs, or chest. And the chest, waist, and hips are straight and aligned. The second one is subdramatic. They share most aspects of the dramatic body type, but they also have curve on the chest and the hip. These areas tend to accumulate volume when they gain weight. Next, we have flamboyant natural. They are yang dominant, but for them, it shows in their horizontal line, meaning they have broad shoulders, full chest, and the limbs can be more muscly. The waist and hips are aligned. Then we have soft natural. They can be shorter and their waist is a little bit more defined than with flamboyant naturals. The chest and shoulders remain dominant, but the lines of their bodies are less severe. Now, in the middle of the spectrum are the classics, who are a balance of yin and yang. Only dramatic classic is a little bit more yang influence and soft classic is more yin. Both types, this is an undercurrent, meaning balance is their main aspect. Dramatic classics can have a bit more sharpness in their frame, especially on their shoulders or limbs, and their frame is quite narrow. The waist is just slightly defined, while soft classics have more rounded and delicate lines, and their limbs can be shortish. Their waist is a little more defined than dramatic classics. Then we have the first yin dominant body type of the spectrum, the flamboyant gamine. Gamines in general are contrasting body types. If yin and yang coexist in balance for classics, with gamines, both energies collide. So flamboyant gamines are short or even petite, which is a sign of yin energy, but can have slightly broad shoulders and straight lines, and their muscles can be more defined. While soft gamines are also short and can have straight lines, but they have curve on their chest, limbs, and the waist is a little bit more emphasized. Then there are the romantics. They are the most yin dominant bodies of the spectrum, but the first one, the theatrical romantic, has a little bit more of a yang undercurrent, meaning they can have slightly elongated limbs, a bit of sharpness in their shoulders or hands or feet, but they remain overall soft with a defined waist, curve on their chest, hips, and a short vertical line. And lastly, the pure romantic body type is the softest of the spectrum. The romantics are short with all lines in their bodies, curved, emphasize waist, short limbs, and curved on their chest and hips. Now, if this is the first time you hear this and you're a bit confused trying to type yourself under Kibbe Body Type system, wait. Don't try to run if you haven't walked yet. The first thing you need to understand before jumping into discovering your body type is the importance of knowing your body type at all. If you see it as a quiz you took online, then it's not even relevant. It loses all its purpose. Kibbe himself said that he dislikes the idea of labeling bodies as something, and that his theory is more so you can develop an identity. In fact, when you discover your body type, it is often referred to as your Kibbe ID because your body, your features are an undeniable part of who you truly are. As an individual, your body is part of your identity. This is also the reason why I believe you shouldn't see your body or certain features as flaws or things that you need to hide or conceal because they are unique and represent who you are naturally. Understanding your body type will allow you not only to dress nicely, that is a bonus, but the real purpose of all this is to reconnect with your body and start looking at it for what it has to offer. All the positive things you can experience if you start believing in its true beauty and potential. So when you see yourself in the mirror, you don't think, I hate my back, it's so wide, or if only my legs were slimmer, or I wish my waist were tinier. And instead, you see them as advantages, like I love my back and my shoulders. That's where I put all the emphasis because this part of my body is so attractive. Or I love how elegant and powerful I look with straight lines. In other words, the biggest flex of knowing your body type is loving your natural body so much you feel blessed and empowered every time you see it, regardless of your age, your weight, or all the things the world told you to see as unacceptable. Isn't that liberating? And it doesn't end there. When you know your Kibbe body type, you see multiple other improvements in your life. Like you become more selective of what you buy and wear because you identify what truly honors your lines and silhouette. You stop spending your money on seasonal clothing or trends because you know that when a piece of clothing is right for your body type, you can use it multiple occasions and all year round because it is based on you, not on what's happening around you. You also buy stuff with more ease because you can gain more clarity on what flatters your body. So filtering items that are not a good fit, it's way easier. You wear all the items you own because they all make you look and feel incredible, and you know exactly the purpose of every item. You don't say things like, I have nothing to wear, or, but I don't know how to dress for this occasion. And you stop asking your friends what they're going to wear to go somewhere because you're confident now that everything you put on is flattering. You stop fearing patterns and colors because you learn how to use them to your advantage and how to combine them to look your best. You also stop paying attention to weight and age because you understand that your body type is determined by the natural structure you were born with. So there's nothing that you can do to modify it. You are not afraid to experiment with your style because you know the foundation of every look is always going to be your body type. And you know how something is going to look on you when you are shopping online or before you are trying it on because you understand how fabric and lines and silhouettes look against your body, which saves you tons of time and money. So, as you can see, knowing your body type from this perspective can completely change the way you perceive yourself, boost your confidence, and end the nothing ever looks good on me mindset forever. If you want me to make a series explaining key body types in detail, let me know in the comments. And that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it and that this inspires you to start your self-discovery journey. Believe me when I say this is one of the best things you can do for yourself. I've seen so many people change their mindset and their relationship with their bodies after learning about this system, me included. This is a life changer. Make sure to like this video and subscribe so we can grow this wonderful community here on YouTube. You can also follow me on social media if you want to see more tips about style, body and face types, color season, self-esteem, personal image, and more. And if you'd like me to help you discover your body type and create a personalized style book with recommendations tailored to you, you can book a free call with me where I help you find the best styling approach for you and your goals. The link is in the description. I hope to see you in our next video. Bye bye.